What is good, everyone? My name is Easy Peach and welcome back to Animedia. Today we've got a lot of exciting stuff to talk about. As I'm sure you've seen, our new monthly roadmap system is in place, and this will give us a sort of lovely little roadmap every month where you can look forward to obtainables that are a lot closer in the future than a long drawn out roadmap, which can be hard to stick to sometimes. This will have a lot more accountability on the team and give us a lot more exciting things in the near future rather than later. We also have the Ani token change, where we're going to be changing the Ani tokens to a new token per se, reducing the supply. Don't worry, you'll still have yours. I'll get into that in a sec. But we also have the marketplace on the way, and the marketplace is going to bring some amazing obtainables for you guys, and I can't wait to delve into that. And last but not least, we have the gaming club, which of course, I'm super hyped about. I absolutely love gaming and can't wait to game with loads of you. And we got some interesting things to do with that as well. So you must have seen the amazing trailer by now, but I'm going to play it once more and we'll get into it straight after. Hope you enjoy. So there you have it, that amazing trailer once again. I absolutely love it, and props to the editor because we were calling for changes last minute, and one of those changes being something that I'm super hyped about, and that is the Astron Islands being seen above the city. And this is obviously a key part of my lore which I'm bringing to the project, and a crazy region of mine which I can't wait to see developed in the future. And it's already lovely, even if it's just a silhouette, seeing this already implemented into our media. And we've got a lot more of that on the way, but don't want to drop too much alpha. I also just want to touch on the Cyberpunk clip being featured. That was mine from Six Shoes to Sally, which I did play a little bit on the channel. And yeah, it was just nice to get my clip featured. It was originally a Minecraft one, and I was just like, I need to get some Cyberpunk in there because, our project is very Cyberpunk, or very punk-esque, I should say. It's a lot of different punk genres. But yeah, it was super nice to see that as well. And again, mad props to the editor. With that out of the way, let's go on to the real bulk of this update, and that is starting with the Ani token change. So Ani tokens will be changing from NFTs into non-NFTs, and I know people might find that a little bit sad, but at the end of the day, it's going to be a lot easier to manage for us, and especially the holders going into the new marketplace. It's going to be lots of fun and be way easier to manage, and you won't have to spend any Polygon or any Matic, I should say, to claim the Ani tokens anymore. All of your current supply will get converted in a nice new system, and there'll be a lot less in total, but you'll still have just as much or just as less than you had compared to other people. So don't worry about that. It's all going to be smooth, and you don't have to worry about changing anything. It's going to be lovely. So going on to our next point, we have the marketplace, and this is the real thing that everyone's excited for. And that is because we're going to have lots of clothing, physical merchandise like mouse pads, framed art pieces, plushies, eventually. And it's going to be so cool. I can't wait for all the Animetas merchandise because it looks amazing as art, and it will look amazing everywhere else in your room, and especially on your person. And I love clothing, obviously, as you can tell. I've got loads of shoes down there as well. And I've always been big on fashion, resale clothes back in the day and all that kind of stuff. And I've been overseeing the designs, and they're going to be really cool, and you don't have to worry. We're going to have some sick merchandise. And what I'm thinking, we're going to have some of the best merchandise in the Web3 space, and I can't wait for that, and I'm sure you can't wait either. Another thing I'd like to touch on about clothing is, of course, trait merch. I think a lot of people have been thinking about this because Animetas has some amazing pieces of clothing in the collection, and we'd all like to see them brought to life so we can rock them, because I think it'd just be amazing. Of course, I want to see the gun cap. I can imagine the cap, just nice, like soft bill, and maybe the guns printed on the side. I think that'd be wicked. I'm sure you guys would like to see some traits. If you have some ideas, drop them down in the comments, because there's so many pieces of clothing to go through in the Animetas collection, and I'm sure we're going to bring lots of them to life in the future. Something else Julian touched on in the space, which I can't go into too many details, is experiences. Now, in the future, you can imagine this like event tickets to an Animetas convention and stuff like that. For now, we have something on the horizon very close within the next 2 months, and this is going to be a big experience to say the least, and it's going to incorporate a lot of things people were asking for in the survey And I'll just let your mind think about that, and we'll go into it more in the future months. And in case you think we forgot, do not worry, we have not forgotten about Annie auctions. We are planning on rolling out some sort of Annie auction house on the website integrated with the marketplace, so we can have some very clean bidding and release some nice rewards for you guys, and be much smoother than in the Discord. We can of course still have the voice chat, and it can be some great vibes because you know I love those Annie auctions, and yeah, I can't wait to see that implemented. Now there is so many things to go into about the marketplace that we can implement in the future. Something I've been thinking on is Annie monster evolutions, because a lot of them rely on resources like different minerals and flora. You know, we may have rotating vendors coming out weekly, stuff like that, where you can buy different resources to upgrade your Annie monsters. And that is just very, very loose and very vague. Do not quote me, but you know, I'm going to try my best to see that implemented, and tell me what you think about that in the comments. Last but not least, don't worry, we have not forgotten about Hoverblast. In the future, we have some big plans for Hoverblast, and we possibly can integrate some upgrades into the marketplace, so you can upgrade your cars with Annie tokens and, you know, play around in the Hoverblast and earn some things, because we're going to try and bring as much utility to Hoverblast as possible in the future. And finally, we have got the gaming club. Now, the gaming club is obviously very exciting for me, as I've said. I've been running my personal YouTube channel recently, and I've been streaming a lot of games on that. And obviously, you know from this channel that I absolutely love gaming. Now, something that's going to make this stand out compared to other gaming chats, say in other projects, is that we're actually be buying the games for you guys. Now, this may be in the form of Xbox Monthly Game Pass, or we may just buy big AAA games outright, but nevertheless, we're all going to have the games to play. Whether you have money or not, you just need an animator. And sadly, obviously they cost money, but they're pretty cheap at the moment, so hey ho. Of course, we're thinking about games which are going to be going into this for the first time, and I've been thinking about a lot of games. I've been thinking about multiplayer games for the most part at the start, just to be an icebreaker for everyone involved. And then of course in the future we can get into some single player games, some story driven games, and treat it like the book club, where we, you know, gather up every month and talk about the campaign and how we enjoyed it and what we found, you know, difficult or fun. So hope you guys enjoy and are looking forward to that. So that does bring us to the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe. If you don't know what Animetas is, check us out. Our Discord will be linked in the description. We're a very friendly family who loves NFTs and cyberpunk and artwork and gaming, obviously. If you want to stay updated on the channel, hit the notification bell and you'll get alerts. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.